Alright folks, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in again, by the way. I thought tonight on this old 60-year-old guitar, let's string this puppy up and set it up, and maybe if we get far enough, get to listen to it. I'm going to see how far we can get. The frets, everything's done on it. Cleaned the inside of the thing out. Redid all the frets. What else did we do? I can't remember what all I did underneath here. I decided to go with this saddle that's on here. Keep it as original as possible is what he wants to do. It's going to get, he selected these strings out, and they're a different kind of string. They're a slinky bottom and heavy, slinky top and heavy bottom. And they run from a 10 to a 13, 17, 30, 42, and 52 for the low E. So that's a pretty hefty string. But this old girl ought to hold it, man. She's been around a long time, so I don't see any reason, you know, it wouldn't be able to set it up with these. The big problem is getting them open. Here we go. I'll get you. I say, I'm gonna get you. Get you. And bring you over here. And we'll get right to it. Do it! You know, rather than me boring you with all this, all I'm going to do is put these strings on here and tune it up, stretch the strings out. Dig that big 52, man. Looks backwards in the camera. I guess you're seeing it right. 10s to 52s. Oh yeah, I'll show you what the pack looks like here, what's left of it. You don't see that pack very often. There's no need for me to hold you here while I put these strings on, stretch them, tune them, and all that. I'll put them on, stretch them, tune the guitar up to pitch, and then I'll bring you back, and we will take it from there. I wish I had a nickel for every time I showed you guys this, man. I know a lot of you old subscribers seen it before, but keep getting new subscribers keep coming. I don't know why. I know some of the new ones maybe not have seen it. I just put these strings on here, tuned it up to pitch. There's the tuner. And then probably stretch a little bit. So that's awful close to pitch. Talk about stretching your strings out. Here's the way I'll do it for the millionth time. Get in the center of your string scale. In this case, it's the 12th fret. And grab each string and just yank on it. I mean, you know, obviously you don't pull on it so hard you're going to break the string. I have actually did that before. You don't want to do that. But do this, what I'm showing you right here, and go over maybe a couple or 3 times. You can put your whole 3 fingers under there. Pull it pretty good, but don't, like I say, you can break them. Don't pull them that hard. And do this a couple or 3 times. And if you do this every time you put new strings on, your tuning issues are over, man. Tune it up and play it. Well, I'm still got to set it up, but now you can listen how much this dropped. I had it in tune. That's still showing E, but it's like 40 cents, like 80 cents flat. I showed a B flat, F sharp. D string's showing a D, but it's 20 cents flat. A's about 30 cents flat. And that's 20 cents flat. So I'll probably go over one more time. I just wanted to show you, getting an ungodly amount of new subscribers that may not have seen those videos. So, you know, I want to show it to you again and tell you the way I'll do it. Might maybe save you some headaches. Hold on. Alright, your first fret action, or nut action, depends on a lot of things. I got a 16 thousandths right here. You can see it still rings out. That one's closer. If I turn that thing though just right to get it flat and level, there. See, it's under there. I can rock it a little bit. So that nut action is more than 16. I started with 16. Let me get a, this is an ungodly tool here, man. I mean, it's got every size. It has got them all. 16, 15, 17, here's 18. Look at this. It's like playing cards. There's the 18. It should be just about right. It's actually a little bit more than that. That's closer. is really close. That is 18. That's 18. And that's a little bit more than 18. I'm going to leave that alone for right now, though, and I'll tell you why. I had really, if you remember in earlier videos, I oiled that truss rod. I oiled all the keys too. Oiled the truss rod, broke it loose, and to get the neck flat to work on the frets, I had to tighten that sucker up really, really tight, man, just to get it flat. So we're going to check the neck relief here now. And I have no idea what it is, haven't even looked at it yet, but let's check that. I'd like to see about 11 or 12 with this gauge of strings on here. I said that's a 10 to 52, so that's pretty hefty string. Oh, I hear. And you got to remember too, down here we had some fall away, or some ski jump down here. Remember that? You can look those earlier videos up. Let's check the look the earlier videos up if you want to see the ski jump. Now let's check the neck relief. Let's do it. Wow, I just discovered something very interesting on this guitar. Holy shit, man. Alright, count them with me. We're going to count the frets as well as you can see. Count them with me. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And there's your inlay, okay? Here's one thing that's weird. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 frets. I hope that's in the camera. Yeah, I think it is. 19 frets, okay? Now, here's another weirdness. Count with me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like I say, the 12th fret is right there where that inlay is. Can you see that inlay? Alright. I'm going to harmonic right there at the 12th fret. No harmonics. Where are they, might you ask? On the 13th fret. Weirdness. Weird shit there, baby. Never seen that before. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to note down here, I guess on the 18th fret. Now remember we got that ski jump down here. It's pretty bad. Only thing you can do about that is pull the frets and sand that out. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be the same as any other guitar or not, but I'm going to note down here next to the last fret. And I have an 11 here because I like to have this set at 11. And this is what I was afraid of. It's way more than 11, man. That ain't even touching the... I got this thing set way down here because if I set it up here, you know, it could make more relief than really is what's in the neck. That ain't even touching that. The 11's not even touching it. Well, we could go with the 12. We could get by with the 12, so let me get that out. If it's got 12 in it, we can go with that. I'd like to... My brother had seen 11 in this neck. Wow, it ain't touching that one either, man. See, I was kind of worried about this. Right here was the very thing I was worried about. Let me note it up here. About the 17th fret. There, it's just barely skimming it there. So that's a very loose 12. Note it on up here farther. Now we're starting to get some action. Or some relief, readable relief. That's because of that ski jump back here. That's why that's doing that. And the way the thing's made, you can play all the way down in here, easy to reach. So I'm going to go back here. And we have no... Believe me, that's because I'm twisting the thing. It's not touching the string. That's a 12. Well, let's see what it is. Let's get a 14 up here. Well, it's like playing cards, man, with this tool. I like it though. It's a new tool. And that's not even touching. This is a 14, man. Alright, well, shit. Let's just check the action out of curiosity and see where we're at with that. And then I'll tell you what I got to do about this. That's horrendous. Wow, man. whatever this action is, we're probably not going to leave it at that. Because I'll explain in a minute what's got to be done. It's harmonics at the 13th fret. But we're setting up here pretty good right now. Let's see, holy shit, 7/64ths. 7/64ths and 7/64ths. 7/64ths, man. Low E and the high E. They're all about 7/64ths. That's way too high. Now dig this, down here where this ski jump is. It's 5/64ths on the low E, the last fret. And 5/64ths there. That's on the 19th fret. That's the very last fret it has. So see, we got neck relief right here, and way too much up here. So let me explain to you what's going to have to take place. Alright, here's what's going to have to happen. We got too much neck relief. We need to bend the neck, put a bow it backwards, take some of the relief away. 60-year-old truss rod, and it is tight. I'm afraid to tighten it anymore without doing what I'm going to show you. Of course, I'll have to loosen the strings on it, and then I'll have to put a block here and a block here. Okay? Then I got an old piece of 2x4 over there to lay on top of that, on those blocks. Of course, I'll put leather underneath the blocks and loosen the strings and all that. Put leather under, and probably put leather under the strings, just leave the strings on it, and leather above them too. Anyways, put a block on each end, just the way you see them there, and lay that old 2x4 I have somewhere. I may have to cut one. I haven't used it for a while. Lay it across these two blocks, okay? Then I'm just going to take a C-clamp and put it in the center and the back of this neck, right in the very center of it. So the C-clamp will rest on the back of the neck and the top of this 2x4 that I'm going to have laid across here. I'm going to start tightening that C-clamp up, or tighten that clamp. I may not use C-clamp, whatever clamp I use. Tighten it up. That's going to force back bow into the neck, okay? And in turn, in doing that, I'm going to be able to tighten the truss rod a whole lot more than it is right now. I hope. At least that's the plan. Stay tuned. If it breaks, we may get in and taking the fretboard off. I don't think it will, though. It's lubed well. It works well. It's just this old wood is very dry, and it's formed that profile, or whatever you want to call it, and it does not want to give it up, man. Anyways, I hope you catch my drift. Leather, put leather under the strings, leather on top of the strings, and then put these blocks on there. Lay the 2x4 across the blocks, then put a clamp in the center and on top of the block and squeeze that, and it'll bend that neck, and in turn make the truss rod very much easier to loosen. At least that's the plan. That's what we're hoping for. Now, after I'll put the blocks on and the clamps and the leather like I explained, after I do all that, I'll try to tighten the truss rod a little bit. Hopefully it'll go a little bit, and then I'll take this big heat lamp here. I think it's a 300 watt, I think. And just hang it right over there, just like that. I hope you can see that. It's hanging right here. And I got a digital temperature reader. And I want to heat that up to about 150 degrees with that heat lamp. Now see, I can read it with, tell you know how hot the neck is, and I can adjust the heat by lowering or razoring this lamp. The higher it is, the less heat. The closer I move to it, the more heat. And I may wrap it up in a damp towel, you know, just kind of massage it a little bit, if you will, with that heat. You don't want to dry it out. And I'll probably have to do that like 24 hours. Come in, turn the guitar over, and do the other side, the back side of the neck. And all in this time, every 12 hours, come in here and crank the truss rod a little bit at a time. That's the only way you're going to do it without breaking it, man. And like I say, a guitar this old, it might break yet. Hang around, stay tuned. It'll be an interesting fix, man. But we always get it done here at the house that never sleeps. Thanks for watching. Cheers to you. Wish me luck, because I'm probably going to need it on this. I'll loosen all those strings again, man. Alright, well, see you next time.